Story 1 Chapter 3. Narrator: I'm going to make 90% of the dialogue if not more, so this will be a relatively easier chapter for the author. So Greg has a dozen if not more jobs all around the galaxy, as he has sad travel solar system, where he goes to Earth, where he visits his cousins, aunts, brothers, uncles. He happened to first join a space fleet colony on Earth after his family visit to the Kepler belt. He decides to join as the crew's agricultural administrator. They're going to a pretty far part of the solar system, only place far being the cloud, and setting up a colony on the asteroid that they purchased. They call me as a group of several different individuals that are AI religious or uplifted animals that want to have a far out of space from the rest of the solar system as relatively easy. It's just a setup of asteroid-based economy and infrastructure for a developed base. His job as to agricultural administrator is to keep the food that they have in their hydroponic gardens healthy and growing. It's a special variant, which will be extremely effective on their artificial sunlight, because most the inhabitants of this colony fleet are non-completely robotic. They still require food in order to live out of the entire trip. He especially likes the doctor of the crew, which is not like every other crew member is also a doctor too. They are Greg. Hello. 1,968,205,460,008. I just happened to wonder, after all the times we have communicating with each other, my friend just asking, why don't you go on a date with him? I really don't care too much to not be delicate. 1,968,205,460,008. Okay? Narrator: he helped his friend and another colonist get a date after a bunch of years, with them establishing their colonies around 12 years. He had a real fun time, but decided to leave as he decided to not stay too long as he wanted to do other jobs. He also had his contract at the end of his term, so he could leave after that. He became a solar constructionist, which is mostly just supervising automated construction of solar collectors for interstellar energy collection projected around the year of 2380s to cover 100% of the sun's energy output. It was relatively boring job, as it mostly demands to stay connected to his digital consciousness, organizing and keeping up with hundreds to thousands of solar processors, collecting an ungodly amount of sun energy to power civilization, and to sell to other nations and communities. He stayed there for about 15 years. Well, after that, he went to another job as a game manager for competitions for 15 years. He also applied to 2 different interstellar missions. One before had a ticket system for some roles that he applied to, but he lost the ticket that would have gotten him on the ship, and one in the 2050s where he got a position, a junior ship engineer, to the solar system 85 light-year away, and he forgot to get on the ship on time, and it left for the mission. He was kind of sad on that one, because he really loved some of the crew members, because he was a fan of them for another 8 years. He also was a part of synthetic manufacturing team that produces synthetic manufacturing units for interplanetary home settlers. His job was on the moon. So this is the end of the chapter. Bye.
This was a live that I done to explain some stuff and just have some fun, but to just get ready, I have a very small chapter, so I have to fill in some time. Okay, so anybody that becomes viewers, we changed for the probably 8th time at this point. This is not an exaggeration. We're going to have a new type of schedule. Tonight I'll upload the I'll upload the last Field Town video I got. And I will also begin starting the editing of chapter 3 of the story that I wrote. And I also got, and I'm also going to be writing chapter 4 of the story I wrote. And there also will be about 3 other different stories, and those were only chapters. So I'm happy. Ooh. But anyway. Now. There's currently sorry. We hear the creasing sounds. It's because I taped all this to my wall. Ooh. I taped my phone to my wall and it's recording this. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And to anybody who doesn't know, you probably don't know this channel too anyway. The SCP channel, we're also going to get unique SCP stories. I mean, fan SCP stories. What I mean, fan made. It's going to take a lot longer than I done on some of the stuff like Canon Hub episodes, and we're probably not going to make a lot of shorts. So I decided what's a great in between. I'm already making my own stories, so why don't I make my own SCP kind of fan fictions? I mean, like, most SCP stuff is fan fiction, but I'll put it on the. But it will be true fan fiction because it's not a story from on the wiki. Because the SCP story will be placed in my universe of the stories. Like if you watch like the future stories, you know that they have advanced simulation technologies, and they are able to simulate environments perfectly. So yeah, I will make a SCP fan fiction of an individual from that world going into one of the stories where he will have a bit of fun there in basically what will be a world of SCP, but that will be a fan fiction, something like fan fiction. So fan fiction with my own OC narrative. So yeah. There will be another thing with that. Follow my TikTok. It's on the channel. I don't really post on the TikTok anymore, but I like if my TikTok gets new viewers. It's best to like diversify. I stretch the point of diversify because I need to be active on each other, so I diversify, and it's a little bit difficult because I don't have the ability to focus on stuff, and also there's been a lot of problems these weeks. So yeah. Whew. 1 second. See this? It's a little bit off the side. The tape is starting to melt off. Hey, back on there. And also back on there too. Back on. But anyway, I'm just a little bit hyperactive because I'm currently trying to see how much content I can get on all the new stuff. I've been watching TikTok more, so now I'm sure it took span. Boom. I got to get something from the outside my room, so but anyway, this should be a good enough time, so bye.